G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. In this one, it is a little bit different. It's probably going to take me a couple of months to do, but basically it's going to be a progression video from basically gutting the boat, the Stejcraft 480 that we have, and the progression of getting it fixed, and then a couple of mods that I'm going to do once we get it back. Long story short, our boat didn't sort of last the trip back from Exmouth too well. Basically, we left pretty early in the morning. It was pitch black, dark, and there was a dead kangaroo on the side of the road on a bit of a bend. The car coming the other way. Anyway, we went over it. The boat went up, and yeah, got all these stress fractures down the back of the boat just from the impact. So I got on contact with Club Marine, and thanks to them, they're going to repair it for me. Through a guy called Alan from XL Marine Services. So shout out to Alan, he's going to be doing the work for me. Hopefully I can get some progression photos and videos from him as well. That'll be handy. And yeah, we're going to basically have a new boat down the bottom anyway, put it that way. But anyways, in the meantime, I said I'd help him out because he is pretty snowed under with a lot of work, and I'll gut the whole back for him. So I've got to take the boxes out that I made. It's got the battery in it and just a bit of storage. The new fuel tank, which is under there, I've got to take out and disconnect all the fuel lines and bilge pumps and everything like that. Take that all out. This one here is the icebox it made. It took me ages to make this icebox, and I've got to rip it out, unfortunately. But not as all is not lost. I'm going to actually modify that, and I'm not going to have an icebox there anymore. I'm just going to have it as storage, and I'm just going to use fish bags from now on, because in Exmouth I use a fish bag, and just the benefits of that is just so much better. I don't have to worry about cleaning inside here anymore, and yeah, it just works. I can tell you now, it just works, those fish bags. Anyway, we're going to rip all the carpet out as well, which is kind of a good thing because the carpet is a bit manky now. Sort of giving me an excuse to really take it out, and I'm probably going to put some deck armour or U-deck in, and it should make it pretty nice, and it'll have our logo and stuff like that. So that's going to be handy, and I'm going to do it in there as well, and just up on the top here. Be nice and grippy to stand under when we're getting off the jetty and stuff like that. I didn't realise how expensive that stuff is. That's not cheap. A boat this size, this is only a 480 boat, so there's probably 2.5 meters by about 2 meters in here, and plus that little section there and the size. And the deck armour guy quoted about 3.5–4 grand. So that has a logo in it and stuff like that as well. So custom colour. Didn't realise it was that expensive. I'd hate to have a big boat, put it that way. But anyways, it will look good. It may take a little while for this video to come out, just for that reason. I've got to save up and pay for it. But yeah, it should be good. Once it's all done, it should be good. Anyways, we'll start ripping it out. I'll take these seats out, and then I'll take those boxes out, take all this inside here out, and rip the carpet up, and then we should be all good. I will eventually put some comfier seats in, but for now these will definitely have to do. These have done their duty, but I'm going to upgrade. I'm going to have some aluminium boxes put in there. So yeah, these are only timber, and they eventually would have rotted anyway. And last time I've already pulled them out once before, and there was bloody mold and crap all over it. So yeah, I might just bite the bullet and get some aluminium ones made up, and it'll be so much better. Right, pretty basic. but it worked. This is an iTech World 120 amp hour battery. They are made for marine applications. They're a bit waterproof and stuff like that. Not really meant for a crank battery, but I've been using it as a crank battery since I've bought it. I've had this for maybe a year and a half, maybe pushing 2 years now, and hasn't missed a beat cranking that 60. I did question them and ask if it was actually okay to use it as a crank battery, and they sort of said, oh, well, if it's working, it's working. They said they wouldn't go any bigger than a 60 horsepower, that's for sure, for a crank. And I did do some homework on it, and the max output was basically the output for that cranking. So yeah, it does work for the 60, but yeah, I definitely wouldn't use it for anything bigger. Little tip too, when you're taking all this stuff apart, is take photos. Just like that. That way you know exactly how to put it all back together again, in case you forget like I do. Right, yeah, we are good. Alright, so this is what happens when I start pulling things apart. My mind just goes into overdrive and I think of all different other options. Basically what I was going to do is sort of box out that section and make it a sort of bit more storage. But the more I look at it, there's a lot of room under here, and I could actually extend the deck by cutting this out around the edge there. I could just extend that little bit more deck space, which would be very, very handy on a boat this small, put it that way. Yeah, so I might do that actually, which is cool. I'll still have heaps of room underneath there to still store stuff. The battery's still going to fit underneath there, no worries at all. Yeah, I think I might actually do that. That's pretty bloody cool. I'll just have to run a line right through and cut it all out. I'll think it over first. Anyways, we'll clean this up. This will probably be it for today because I've got to go back to sleep. It's night shift tonight, so clean this up, put the cover back on, and yeah, we'll be back at it tomorrow. Day 2, pulling this all, gutting out this the boat. Now I left you yesterday with these seats. I had a good think about it overnight, and I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier, to cut them out rather than just do storage from the front down and then storage from up. I mean, that would have been a good idea as well, but I think I'd rather just have the deck space, to be honest. It's been so many times where we've been fighting fish and we're up here like this, and yeah, I just think having more deck space, even if it is just a foot, is just going to make so much difference in a boat this big. Yeah, definitely going to do that. Anyways, today we're going to take the fuel tank out under there, all the fuel hoses. We'll start taking the bilge and everything out as well, and yeah, if we have time, I've only got a short amount of time, if we have time we might draw up a line right around and get the angle grinder. The beauty thing is, it is going to get repaired anyway, so if I do stuff up, they can repair that part too. Anyways, we'll start taking this all out. Just what you want in the first bloody old, oh no, just old bit. Try and get that out now. I got it. I'll be back. Snap the end off if you can see it. Lucky I got spares. Oh wow, that's gonna be fun. I love how 5-minute jobs always turn into 5-hour jobs. really don't want to grind next to a bloody petrol tank. Night shift brain. Oh my god, that was the most stubborn screw in the bloody world. It's funny how they break when you don't want them to, and then when you want them to, they don't. Oh my god. Alright, so that is our entrance into the straighten him out. Entrance into the fuel tank. Undo them, undo it up at the fuel point. Yeah, and we'll drain it. Everything's so tight. Whew. Alright. Alright. Oh my god, that was a lot harder than it had to be. Oh, Jesus Christ. Come on. It's not gonna do it. Any ideas, guys? I think I'm getting it. Oh, cramp. I've got it. Put some bag over that, wrap it up. Same with this side, and then we're good. Just looking in there, that tank's about half to 3/4 full. No wonder I couldn't get the damn thing up. Alright, we'll have to drain this now. Yeah, we'll just do it in here, I think. It's going to be a bit easier before we lift it out. So I've got to pull these bilges out as well. He's going to be all in here, so all down the whole base of this. That's why I've got to pull all this out and pull this floor up. Yeah, so it's going to be a bit of a mess, a bit of a mission for the guy, but for Alan. But anyway, that's his problem. Alright, so we almost got everything out that we need to. I'll take this out as well. And then we are good. We are good. So all the tank and everything's out. I don't know if you can see it, the camera picks it up. All these cracks here, they go right through to the bottom, and it's pretty flimsy. So I'm glad I didn't go out in the boat, because I think if I hit one bloody decent wave, it might have split right through, and that would have been fun. Cool. All right, we'll clean this up. I think that's going to be it for today. I'll get that tank out of here, drain it properly out there. And yeah, that'll be it for today, I'd say. We will be back tomorrow, maybe next day, I'm not sure, to keep on going. Day 3, third night shift tonight for me, so I've got a couple of hours spare. I'll get into it. Today's the exciting day. I've been itching to see what this is going to look like. We're basically going to be, you guessed it, taking to our boat with an angle grinder. A little bit nervous, but anyways, it's going to get repaired by the guy. The hull's getting repaired in a couple of weeks anyway, so if I stuff up, he can fix it. But I did double check with him. I think I did mention, I did double check with him, make sure this is nothing to do with structure, which I kind of knew it wasn't, but I just wanted to double check to make sure. And yeah, I think it's going to be all positives. There's only an extra foot of deck space, but in a boat this size, it's not that big. That's gonna feel like it's this big, I can tell you. Anyways, we'll pull these hoses off, the bilge hoses, the fuel hoses, get them out. We'll cut this out, take the filter off, and then we'll start attacking the ice box under here and getting all that out as well. And then we're pretty well almost done. Just rip the carpet out, and then basically that's it for this little part, and then it gets prepared a couple of weeks time. Cannot wait. I cannot wait to get back out in the water, eh? Last thing before we start getting grinder happy, just the fuel filter. I'm actually going to mount this on the back now. Be a bit easier. Okay, we're onto this bad boy. So, cause I can't get the right angle on the cut first go, I'm just going to go right around the edge pretty close, just so we can get the right angle on the grinder for the final cut, to make it all nice and neat. If you're going to start doing stuff like this at home, make sure you've got a pair of these on and a good old fashioned pair of Aussie work boots. Can't believe I'm cutting my boat. I knew these would come in handy one day. Who would have thought it would have been drying a boat down. So now we can get in there at the right angle. Sweet. So it doesn't have to be picturesque, because we've got the pinch weld that goes around the base. So yeah, it'll cover up any of these little nicks and knacks and stuff like that. But we'll probably just get the file and just file it down and make it nice and smooth. So far, doesn't look like a lot, but I can assure you it feels like a lot. Pretty straight. That's as straight as. Just making sure what's behind there as well. We're not going to cut into any wires or anything like that, anything important, and it's all pretty good. So we'll cut this section out and that'll be just about us for today. I'm running out of time very quickly. I just had a quick look what it'll look like just with a bit of the existing pinch weld. It's going to look so good. Yeah, and then I can still put heaps of storage under there. That's half a metre to there, so yeah, I can still make a box and heaps of stuff can fit in there. Happy. Done. Oh, it's a mess, absolute mess, but I don't care, it's done. Sweet. There's heaps of room under there still just to put the battery and everything. So I'm so glad I did this. Almost forgot to sign off for today. Just putting the cover back on. I am so happy with that. It honestly feels like we've got a boat that's an extra half a metre longer. So yeah, we won't really know until the seats are back in and we're efficient, just to really feel it, but so far so good, very happy. We'll have to do the icebox tomorrow. That's running out of time. Alrighty, where are we at? So in the last day that I was out here, I cut out the back seats. Super happy with where they are. What I'm going to do now is get onto the icebox. So we're just going to pull all this out. It's going to hurt a little bit pulling it out because it took me so long to put in, but it's all good. It has to be done. And then once we've done that, we can pull the carpet up, and once we've done that, what I'll do is I'll have everything all measured up, ready to go. So once this boat goes off to get repaired, I can just build the boxes all ready to go to slot back in once we get the boat back. That's the plan. Anyways, we'll get stuck into this and make an absolute mess. 3 broken now. Stubborn bloody screws. Unreal. That's what you get for buying cheap shit, I guess. Bunnings cheap shit. Anyways. Make that 4. Wow. Shit. Be no match for this, but just gotta get in there, that's the only problem. Yeah, we'll be right. Well, that's about as clean as I'm going to get it, guys. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm sure Alan, the guy who's going to be doing the work, is going to be pretty happy with that as well. Just saved him a big ass job. Alright, so we're just going to undo these little screws along this track here, unpick all this carpet, and then we're basically done for today. I'll worry about this measuring up tomorrow. Yeah, it should be all good. Done. Tell you what, that floor's pretty bloody solid, which is music to my ears. Excellent. Alrighty, that's today's job done. I'm very happy how the floor is underneath that carpet. I was a little bit worried if it was any kind of spongy or anything like that, but it's actually very solid, so quite happy about that. Well, I think that's it for today. We'll clean what we've got up. I'll wait for there's a little bit of water in here. I'll just let that dry and vacuum it up. But other than that, that's about it. Tomorrow we will jump in there and measure up in there, and yeah, we'll have 2 identical boxes both sides. I was going to get them made up in aluminium boxes done by somebody, but I just don't have the money for it at the minute. We've got a few expenses coming up, so yeah, I'll just make some without a marine ply and marine carpet. I'll make them good, so they'll probably last anyway, but yeah, we'll do it like that. Alright, until tomorrow, we'll see you then. Alright, so while the boat is at the shop getting fixed, it's been a couple of weeks now, I've been a bit lazy, I haven't got into it yet. I'm just starting to make those boxes for the battery, and the other side is going to be just a storage compartment like what I had originally, but I ripped them out because I had to shorten them because I cut the seats out. So just in the process of making the box, nothing special, it's just going to be 4 sides and a roof and a bottom, and a little bit of a door at the front. Nothing too special. I was going to get it made out of aluminium, but I just don't have the money for it at the minute, so we'll just make it out of timber. We'll weatherproof the timber as well, the marine ply, sorry, and just make it show it will last anyway. So yeah, we're in the middle of that. So there we have our main structure of the battery side. So the battery's going to be sitting in here like so. And then I'm going to make up a wall here and have the isolator here as well. I'll carpet it, I'll line it and everything like that. And the reason why I made it open at the back is because I do have bolts with the ladder and stuff like that, and all the cables and stuff like that for the motor all come through around the back. So I want to have access to them if I need to tighten up those bolts, because sometimes they can work themselves loose. And yeah, so I don't have to take out the whole box to do that. On the other side, we can box up the whole side because it doesn't matter, I don't need to get to the back of it. And yeah, we can actually make it airtight on the other side so there's no salt air that gets in, or water. Yeah. All right, we're back at it. Next day, and I'm finally on break, so I can hopefully finish these over the next couple of days. We have finished the main structure of the boxes, and we're on to the point where we've got to seal it. They are marine ply, yes, but they still need to be sealed or else they will eventually rot, and we just want to prolong that. So we'll seal it. While it's drying, I'll go get some hinges and some locks for them, so I want to make them lockable. And then once I come back, that should be dry. I think it's like a 2-hour dry time or something like that. And then we can start, we'll put another coat on, wait for that, and then we'll put some carpet on because I want to make them look good. Why not? Yeah, so we'll finish them off. I am a little bit, I like things to look new and looked after and stuff like that. So yeah, I probably don't need to carpet the inside, but I'm going to anyway. A little bit fancy, I guess. They're all dry, they're perfectly dry now, so I can start putting on the carpet. We've got the production line going on here, ready to measure up. Spray Clark rubber, super grab, spray, adhesive for foam, and this is what I use for everything that I've done inside the cruiser, and it has been awesome. It hasn't come unstuck, so it does say that it's all right for water, using water wet areas as well, so hopefully it works. But if not, we can always re-glue it. But for now, we are going to just carpet the areas that we can see. We don't have to worry about the tops, the backs and stuff like that. Yeah, it's pointless making it look all good if you can't see it. So all right, measure and cut. Should be good. Spray this side as well. Alright, we'll let that dry and then I'll bend it over as well. The reason why I didn't go all the way to the edge here is because I've got a metal strip that comes down here and it won't fit over the carpet as well. So I've actually got to cut this in a nice straight line down there. Just putting the last bit of carpet in now. It's a tedious job, it really is. But it does look good. It makes everything look better, that's for sure. So we'll just trim this off. Then we'll go into the angle bit. So the angle bit will be around the edges, around the door as well, so the hinges can screw through this and it's nice and strong. And everything is light as, which is a bonus as well. They're definitely lighter than the slide out drawers that I had previously in there. Those drawer runners were pretty bloody heavy, so all is good. Alright, all the edging's done. Oh, it's so tedious. It's got to be millimetre perfect. Oh well, it's all done for now. That's going to be the end of today's little session. I'll have to do some cleaning up and packing up. The wife will be home pretty soon anyway, but what we'll do is we'll Sikaflex these in, clamp them up, and let them dry for the next 24 hours. And then we can get on to doing the doors for them and the locks and the hinges and everything. Yeah, so far looking pretty good. And we are back next day. All right, so we have done the edging on both of them. I've just got the one out here for the minute. The hinges that I got are just too big and chunky. These are the smallest hinges I could find from the marine shop, and they're just too big for this one. So I'm gonna swap it to a brass one that I've got from Bunnings there, and it's just going to be a lot neater job. It's not the right colour or anything like that, but luckily I'm not a professional and this is not a professional job. So we'll just run with the brass for now, and I couldn't find any stainless steel ones that were in Bunnings either. They were the right size, so brass it is. Not to worry, it's nice and skinny, you won't really see much of it. But we'll cut the door out now, and the trimming for the door, carpet the door, chuck it on, and that's us done. Oh, and I've got to put the legs on as well. Just a bar that goes across the bottom to keep it up off the floor, so the water and everything can escape out and not have the timber just sitting in water. Cool. Okay, doors are done. I didn't really film it because it was pretty straightforward once again. Just cut out the ply, put the carpet on, put the edge trimmings on. I've just Sikaflexed them on now, so they're just got to sit there and dry. Once that's all dry, we'll chuck them on the hinges. Happy days. Alrighty, we are almost done. It's been about a week since we've been a couple of weeks since I've filmed. I just had to wait for these to come in the mail. They've come in. We are good. We are lockable and we are closable. Sweet. Alrighty guys, here we are, finished product. Not too bad. It's definitely no professional job. I don't class myself as any kind of professional, but I do love using a few tools here and there. We're going to make that the end of this two-part series. Well, not series, just 2 parts of this video. Obviously this is the before, and then once we get the boat back it'll be the after. Good news, I got a phone call from Club Marine yesterday, and they said that the boat will be here, or hopefully finished by end of next week, so another 10 days roughly, and I'm bloody looking forward to that. I feel like part of me is missing right now. Oh, it's crazy. But anyways, we'll get into part 2 soon. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Like, subscribe if you haven't already, and any comments, hit me up. I'm always there to answer them as well. Alrighty, cheers for watching.